Sharp photos draws more attention while blurry photos draws less or no attention. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways you can sharpen your images in Adobe Photoshop. This is Twisted Creative. Alaibe Emmanuel is my name. If it's your first time on this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, not only by hitting the subscribe button, also ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next video. So without wasting much time, let's get started. This is Photoshop and this is the image we are going to be using, and we have 3 images here. We have image 1, 2 and 3, so all of them are the same. We are going to use each of them one after the other. So we are starting by image 1. So this image 1, we are going to be duplicating it now. We duplicated it, and we have to, why we make this duplicate is for us to have before and after. So we are starting with the top layer, which is layer 1. So this layer 1, we are going to be sharpening by using this triangular tool here that represents the sharpening tool. So we select it and start sharpening. Once you click around, you'll see sharpening happen. So we sharpen. One thing about this sharpening tool, it gives you room to operate wherever you want. That means you have to sharpen the areas you want to sharpen. So we are going to be sharpening the areas. We are going to be sharpening around whichever area we want to sharpen. So all this area I'm clicking now is being sharpened. So now if you take a look at before, this is before, this is after. This is before, this is after. A great job has been done here, as you can see. Like if you take we have to continue sharpening all this. So as you can see, this sharpening tool does a great job. It makes all these things look like 3D stuff. To make them look like 3D. That's the importance of sharpening. It's very, very important. So once you sharpen image like this, they become 3D image. Like when you dodge and boom. So have all these things sharpened like this. As you can see, they are coming more brilliant and more interesting. So what we have to be doing is continuous. We have to continue, and after this we have to stop here because time is not on our side. We have to check the before and after. If you check, this is the before and this is the after. This is before, this is the after. But if you insist that you want to sharpen more, you can still go ahead and click. You have it sharpened. So this is the image here. You can see the before, this is the after. So what we are going to be doing now, we have to move to the next stage, and the next stage is using Highpass. So we are going to move to the next image here. So this is the next image. The next image, we are going to be duplicating it also. As we duplicate, we change this layer, the top layer, we convert it to smart objects. Once after converting, you go to filter, order, Highpass. Then this Highpass, you have to choose the radius, the value of the radius. The value of the radius will give you can check the value from like 0.1 to, as you are increasing, the image lines are coming out. Once the line is fully out, it's just okay. Most times I like using 2. So I'm using 2 for this purpose because of the size of my image. Because the sizes of image varies. So I have this image I have a particular size. Some images are larger than some. Once you think about how many megabytes the image is, so some images are lighter and some are heavier. So like this one, I choose 2 for this. Then you go to your blending mode and choose. Sometimes overlay is okay, but most times I prefer using linear light, because linear light, as you can see, this one is overlay is softer and this linear light is very sharp. So I choose linear light for this purpose. So right now, as you can see, this image is sharpened. If you close this one up and you see the before, then see the after, see the before, see the after. Is it not amazing? So let's go. One thing about this Highpass is, once you create a Highpass layer, sometimes you want to adjust or you want to scale up or scale down image. If you select this image now, unlock it and try scaling up, you find out there will be some left behind around the image. You can see there's no way you can balance it and fit it to the right position. But in other ways, you can still scale up by, let's go back. You can still scale up by selecting both of them. Then you scale. Message pop out, you scale. Then once you scale to your desired position, you can position it very well. Then can hit OK and you go from there. So this is the only way you can adjust your image after high passing. You have to involve the 2 of them together. Why this Highpass is meant, it's not non-destructible, because you can adjust. Once you click this place, you can make adjustment, further adjustments. You can change the opacity and you can change the blending mode and all that. Then check this area again. The same thing happens. You can change the radius. You can change the radius, the value of the radius, and you can okay. Then let's take a look at the next one. Like as you can see, we are done with this. This is before and the after. Then you have to take a look at the next way you can adjust your sharpness, or you can add sharpness to your image, sharpen your image. So this is the 3rd image. You have to unlock it. And how we go about this is you go to filter, convert to smart filter. Then you go to your other Highpass and Highpass. Then you take the same value that you used previously, then just hit OK. Then you'll be wondering where the other layer will be, because this is just a layer on its own. Then what you have to do is just for you to click, look at this symbol here, this right side and left side. We have this right side, we have this left side. 2 of these places you can use it to adjust this smart filter. So this filter, this Highpass filter, you can adjust by double clicking this place. You'll see the blending option of Highpass. Then you see the blending mode, which is normal. They can take it to overlay. Let's click overlay and see what overlay gives. You can also take it to linear light, like the way we did in the other one. Then if you take a look at this image, the Highpass sharpness has been applied to it. Then if you think that the value is not good enough, you can see OK this place and go away from this place and go to this filter effect. This filter effect, double click it and you see the value of your radius. So this radius, you can see scale it up. You can see take it up to like 3, and you can see it's coming up. You can take it to 4. Okay, let's just try and leave it at the value of 4, but you can see the sharpness is just too much. But it's not really what we want here, but we have to explain why we can leave it like this. We can still leave it like this, then we can use another way to blend it up. Okay, let's go. Let's hit OK. Then once you check this image now, you will see that the Highpass level is too much. Then you have to double click on this other side again to bring in the blending options. So this blending option, you can blend this over a high pass radius. You can blend it with your opacity. This opacity, you can take it down to normal. This is the original state of the picture, the image. So we can take it gradually to wherever we want it, instead of you getting confused in that gray aspect of the adjustment. So we have to take it up a little, step by step, step by step. Say once you as you can see that the value of 50 will be okay. Like the value of 56 is okay. Let's just leave it at that and hit OK. Like as you can see, the high pass, the sharpening has been applied to the entire image. What if you don't want to apply it to the entire image? You want to apply to some area of the image, some parts of the image. What I want to do, there's no problem. Then we will go to this. We'll go to this layer mask, this mask here, this matte filter mask. Then we have to invert it. Use Ctrl I to invert. Then this Ctrl I, after inverting it, you see the normal image comes up. Then what you are going to do is select your brush tool and make sure your foreground is white and your background is black. Then start painting. Most time I like leaving the opacity and the flow at 100, so that I'll paint exactly the value of the high pass I set. So I'm going to be painting with the value I set. Now, if I say I don't want the entire image to be sharp, I have to, let me go back. I have to choose the areas that I want to sharpen. So I have to take this earring. As you can see, I've sharpened it. You can see as I'm clicking, it's getting sharp. Then the eyebrow, the colors, then the eyelash. So I have to select these areas that I want to make sharp. Then go to the lips. So if you take a look at this, it's a very good way to adjust sharpness, to selectively adjust sharpness on image. Let me take all these balls on the neck. How you can selectively edit sharpness and add sharpness to image or images. So as you can see, this is just the value I selected, the value I placed. That is what is coming up because I'm using 100% opacity and flow. So you have to give me exactly what I set in the blending option. So as you can see, this image is sharp enough, and some other place are a kind of left behind. I have to select the area. That is the advantage of using this high pass. So as you can see, it is done. I can still go and paint out this hair. You can paint anywhere you want, just selectively paint anywhere you want. So as you can see, we are done with this image. That is the 3 ways we can use in sharpening photos in Adobe Photoshop. Hope today's tutorial is interesting. If it is, give a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not done that before. And not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people will keep on creating. Just stay creative. See you in the next video.